So this is my video explanation for the stages in the criminal trial. Number one, going to trial. This is when pre-trial negotiations and plea bargains fail, and this formally moves cases to a trial. Discovery proceedings. The prosecution and defense exchange witness lists, police reports, physical evidence, digital evidence, all the evidence. This is to help ensure a fair trial. Also, the government is required to hand over any evidence that could help provide evidence to show the defendant's innocence. Motions filed. This is when the attorneys submit a formal written request asking the judge to make specific legal rulings before the trial officially starts. So during the trial phases, the opening statements, this is when the jury will listen to the attorney's roadmap and narrative that they're intending to build throughout the trial. The prosecutor will also speak. The prosecutors always speak first, and then it follows by the defense's attorneys. Next, the government's prosecutor's case. The prosecution presents its argument first, again aiming to prove every element of the alleged crime, because everyone in the U.S. is innocent until proven guilty. They will do this by calling witnesses to testify and bring up physical evidence and any evidence that they have. The presentation of the evidence is next. This is the process where proof is entered into the record through witness testimony and physical objects. This includes weapons, documents, etc. Next is the defendant's case. This is where the defense attorneys have opportunities to present its own witnesses and evidence to expose and throw off the prosecutor's case and their narrative and their evidence that's what the prosecutors are trying to build. The government's rebuttal cases. This is after the defense rests. The prosecution may call on new witnesses or introduce new evidence to mainly disagree and counteract the defendant's case. The conclusion of the trials include closing arguments. This is the final opportunity for both sides of the legal team, prosecutors and defendants, to analyze the evidence, passionately dispute and argue their case to the jury. Attorneys use this time to highlight contradictions in the opponent's arguments and ask for the verdict of guilty or not guilty from the jury. The jury instructions are next. This is the phase where the judge reads a precise set of legal definitions and guidelines for the jury. The judge does this before the jury can begin their decision on the case, and the jury will get together and decide their verdict. Deliberations. This is where the jury will retreat to a private room. This is where they review the evidence, debate the facts, debate amongst themselves, to come up with a consensus or agreement about the case, again, guilty or not guilty. And then the verdict is the last step. This is the formal step where the jury gives the judge their decision, and the judge will use that to make a verdict. So these are the stages of the trial.